Okay, so this is my first video. Um, Not really type that likes to get on camera, but I decided to do this video. It's been now going on going on 2 weeks after the death of Pastor Darby. Now I've been meaning to do these videos. I actually have recorded a few times, but for whatever reason I never posted it or whatever. But in the wake of Pastor Darby's death, um, I felt the need to go ahead and do this video. First of all, I want to send my condolences to his family, to the Destin Ministries family. Um, there are a lot of people out here that are heavy-hearted because of the untimely passing of Pastor Darby. So I know if it hit me the way it hit me, I never met Pastor Darby. I never seen him in person. I'm in the Dallas area, and I was gonna go to. He was supposed to have a conference here last weekend, and I was actually gonna attend it. Me and my husband were already registered for it. We were excited about it, and then, you know, found out a week before that he passed. So I know if it hit me the way it did, I know the family and his church and those who are closest to him are actually grieving more. So my condolences definitely to you guys. You were in my prayers. Um, the reason why I wanted to do this video was because um, Pastor Darby was such the real. He was the he was the realest pastor that I had ever encountered, online or in person. You know, the way I came across Pastor Darby's videos, or it was about a year and a half ago at this point. During that time, I felt like I was spending too much time on Facebook, so I wanted to kind of just back up off of Facebook, and I wanted to dedicate more of my time to God and prayer and reading the Word. And so I pretty much cut off everything. I cut the TV, got cut off, the radio got cut off. I uninstalled Facebook. The only time I would go on there is to post, you know, things that I had done for my business, because that pretty much is how I generate a lot of my business. And so one day I had researched the spirit of Jezebel. And it took me to a video. I watched the video. It was just kind of going over the characteristics of Jezebel. And then I scrolled down after that video was done. And I saw the thumbnail of the next video was who I didn't know at that time was Pastor Darby. And this video he was talking about the spirit of Jezebel, but the difference is, because a lot of the Jezebel videos will talk about the characteristics of Jezebel. The way he did his video was using the story of Jezebel in the Bible, and the message was more so real life application of how you deal with this spirit. How do you recognize the spirit in other people? What sets the spirit off? How do you come against the spirit? I mean, it was a really good message. And so I was like, wow, this is good. So I went to his channel and I started watching the other videos, and um, they were awesome. They were awesome to the point where I started just like binge watching. So, me cutting the TV off and cutting everything off really didn't bother me, because he had like over at that point he had over 300 videos on his channel. So I was just like watching them day and night, like riding in the car, listening to him at work, at home when I'm working, just listening to his videos all the time. And it was so edifying. His videos were so edifying. He was so real. He was funny. I just really, really enjoyed watching his videos, to the point where I watched all of them in a short period of time. And I would be excited, every time he uploaded a new video. I subscribed to the channel, and I set up to receive notifications. So every time a notification would come, like, I was immediately clicking the notification and start watching the video. And one day I came across a video. It was called Who Are We? And I started watching the video and I realized where he was going with it. Now, I heard the concept before of black people being the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. And I heard it from the guys on the corners with the bullhorns, you know, who argue with people, cussing folks out, all white people are going to hell, you know, and the way that message comes across from those guys, it really turned me off, to the point where when I started watching the video of what Pastor Darby was talking about, I cut it off because I'm like, man, I'm like, dang, he having some really good messages, and he just went all the way left field. And so I was like, okay, I turned it off and I just started watching other videos. So now I know it was the Holy Spirit unctioning me to go back and watch the video with an open mind. So I did that. I went and watched the video with an open mind, no preconceived notions or anything like that. And when I tell y'all, it made sense to me. Now, I'm going to be quite honest with y'all. I was not 100% convinced at that point, because I realized in hindsight that we are so indoctrinated by what they tell us, you know, as far as who the people are, the people that are over there today, to the point where you don't question it. You just accept that as being reality. So I didn't question it. But when I had this man, you know, coming on this video, and he's pretty much punching all kinds of holes in that, I was like, wow, it made sense. And so, but instead of taking his word for it, I decided to go and start to do my own research on it. So I started reading the Bible. I read Deuteronomy 28. That's where a lot of people will tell you to start, and that's the blessings and the curses that God told the people of Israel in the wilderness, once He had given them the law, statutes, and commandments. That if you follow these things and you do what I tell you to do, then you're gonna be blessed. And that was verses I believe 1 through 15, or it was 1 through 15, I think 1 through 15, and then the curses. No, the blessings were 1 through 14. The curses, though, the curses were verses 15 through 68, very detailed. And when I began to read them and kind of keep in mind the context of what our people had been through, I was like, wow, this makes sense. This is, and I started reading the prophets, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, all those, all the way up to Malachi. And I would be in tears reading, because I'm like, I tried to read this before and it didn't make sense to me, because I was like, is this past? Is this present? Is this going to happen in the future? I couldn't understand it. You know, I couldn't understand, like, okay, I would read it, but I didn't really understand what I was reading. But when I read it again, and I read it with our people in mind, it made perfect sense. And I could see our people, I could see what we go through, what we've gone through. And it just changed my life. It changed my life. And it all started with Pastor Darby planting that seed. It took some months before I completely 100% accepted it. Only because I realized I was just that indoctrinated. When you are waiting on the deception, you don't realize you already are in the deception. You don't realize you've been in deception since birth, that you've been indoctrinated into something since birth. So, you know, the Christian church as a whole, they're right now are waiting on a deception, not realizing we are in the deception right now. And so it is, I still watch his videos. I've been binge watching his videos. I went and downloaded all his videos just in case, because in a few of his messages, in a few of Pastor Darby's messages, he would tell people, go download my videos, because it's not a guarantee that they're gonna always be there. So I went ahead and downloaded and put them on my hard drive, so that they're safe. It's an external hard drive, so I know they're safe. They're gonna be all right, so that I can go and watch his videos anytime. But anywho, I think he is definitely an awesome man of God. I'm not the Most High. I cannot make the judgment as far as if he made it to heaven or not, but I feel deep down that he's in the bosom of the Most High, that, you know, he's happy. You know, his family is grieving, but, you know, his children are grown. And I know it's not a light thing to lose a parent, but I feel like Pastor Darby was such a great man that I know he prepared his children to be able to go on without him and hopefully pick up his mantle and move his ministry forward, because he had so many things in the works. Um, he's where we would be so lucky to be ourselves. So those people out there who have heavy hearts, you know, don't let it get you down. Don't start all this conspiracy theories about how he was taken out. At the end of the day, if you believe that the Most High is sovereign, then you know that whatever happens to any of us is God ordained, and that um, the enemy can't do anything that the Most High does not allow him to do. So just know that um, that that was his time to go. He left a legacy. He definitely left us a lot of videos that we can go back and watch. And um, but he was a one of a kind. There won't be another one like him um, ever. You know, there might be some that come along that you know, maybe a little bit like him, may have a little bit of his style, but there will never be another Pastor Darby. Um, so again, to the family, my condolences. To this church family, my condolences. Um, prayers for you all. Um, if you don't know who Pastor Darby is, look him up on YouTube. Look his channel up on YouTube. It's Stephen Darby Ministries. His church is Destin Ministries in Louisville, Kentucky. Look it up and watch his videos. Man, he goes hard. He'll change it. He'll change your life, and I know he changed a lot of people's life. I know he snatched a lot of people out of the fires of hell based on his messages, how they were cut. They cut. You know, if you want to change your life, watch his videos. He'll cut you up to the point where you're gonna question how you live in your life, and you gonna it should make you want to strive to connect more with the Most High, to the Spirit, and hopefully change your life as well. So that's it. I just wanted to give that little short um, background story on Pastor Darby, and may he rest, may he rest in love, and may his family, may the Holy Spirit rest upon his family and comfort them in this time, um, and those who are spread out all over the world who Pastor Darby's ministry touched. So that's it, y'all. Have a good evening. Shalom.